What's up, freaks? Welcome to day number 20 of the Freak Mode 40 Daily Discipline Habit Challenge. We're still in the body segment of the mind, the body, and the business. Part of the body segment, and yeah, you're about to see me take a load off and kick back and relax. Part of your body is recovery. You need to schedule recovery time. This isn't a recommendation, this is a necessity. You need to have recovery time in several different areas on a macro level, on a bigger level, every quarter or year on a massive level, talking about those longer vacations. But you also need recovery level during the week, on a weekly level, like the weekends or whatever your little longer days of recovery are. But then you need, specifically what we're talking about today, is recovery time during your day. I give myself a 60-minute time block, and it's just shaded in gray every single day. In the workday, no matter how busy shit is getting, there's a recovery day on the calendar. Now, this is time. There's nothing specific in that time block. It's needed. If I need it, and I'm a fairly energetic individual, if I need a fucking recovery time, I'm assuming you do too, so that you can perform. Because listen, I'm getting up at 4, 4:30, 5 a.m. the latest. By the time noontime comes around, or 1 p.m., that's a full long ass day of just getting after it, full of energy, making shit happen. Now, sure, I could keep going all the way till 10 p.m. if I wanted to. But no matter who you are, you're going to start fading. It's just the way it is. This is just scientifically proven that that's the way it's going to be. Your productivity, your efficiency, your focus, your decision-making, your willpower, all that stuff has to come into consideration. You need recovery time, because if I need it, fucking everyone needs it. So we're talking specifically on a daily basis, giving yourself that time. And what do you do during that time? Maybe you're going to do absolutely nothing. Maybe you're just going to sit back and relax. Maybe you're going to go for a walk, get outside, get some fresh air. Maybe you need to take a little nappy time. Go for it. Some of the most highly successful billionaires out there are known for taking daily midday naps. So listen, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for you and me. It's a time for you to reset, to regenerate. Maybe you want to read. Maybe you want to play. Maybe you want to go for a walk. Again, this is not a recommendation. It's a freaking necessity. Now, this is actually on your calendar, but you also then need to think about recovery time in between tasks. So say I have a couple of business meetings, but then I have sales calls coming up after that. In between two different types of tasks, two different categories, I need that little buffer time, that transition period where I could stop, take 5 minutes or 10 minutes, reset, get some fuel or get some water, get some fresh air, clear the head, block out what I just finished, and set the intention for what I'm about to go into the next time. You need to have those in between recovery times, in between different types of tasks. Then you even need, on the micro level, you need the intercellular task, meaning if you're doing something that's going to take you 2 hours, you need to take a recovery time even within that same task. You take that break, you reset, get some air, get a couple minutes of recovery, and then get right back to it, even on the same task. So they're starting from the yearly level to the quarterly level to the month to the week to the day to the recovery time to transition in between different types of tasks, and even micro recoveries during the same tasks. Now that recovery time work time might be anywhere from 25 minutes. For me, it's about 55 minutes of hardcore laser beam focused work, and then 5 to 10 minutes of recovery time before I go right back to it. Even if it's a task I need to work on for 2 or 3 hours, I'm not going 2 or 3 hours straight. It doesn't make sense. You're not going to be as focused. You're not going to be as productive. Try this out and you'll see exactly what I mean. This is day number 20. We're still in the body section. We're taking care of your freaking body, and recovery is a critical component. So here's what you need to do. Step 1 of this daily discipline is going to be to determine your recovery time for the day and put it on the freaking calendar. And I want you to put it specifically shaded in gray, meaning there is nothing planned on there. I want it to just be on its own. Then you could decide on specific activities you could do during recovery times. What are you going to do then? Like, don't schedule for it, but just think about it in your head. To plan on it, think of a list of recovery type options of what is going to work for you, what's going to help you regenerate. And then number 3 is obviously to implement the recovery time, this daily discipline, every freaking day at the specific time that you put on your calendar without getting distracted and without doing any work during that time. This is a non-negotiable. Recovery is a non-negotiable. This is how I maintain my energy from the second I wake up to the second I go to sleep, is because you need these down times of the day. You need to cut those. You can't just go full speed all day. Think about a boxing match. Boxing match. They'll go 3 minutes, all out fighting, punching each other in the face, and then take a 1 minute break to go back for another 3 minutes and another 1 minute break. Think about that. That means they're getting 33% of their time that they're on TV, actually doing it, not even just training, actually doing their thing. And 33% of their time is recovery. It's everywhere. Look at football. They have timeouts in football. They have a play clock in football. On the micro level, think of those micro level as a play clock. Then the daily recovery, think of halftime in the football game. They do halftime 15, during the Super Bowl, like 45 minutes. Think about this. You need your recovery time. It's a critical component to your body, to your wellness, to your fitness, to your longevity, to your durability, and to overall your energy. Have the discipline. It's crazy that I'm having to tell you this, to have the discipline to recover. You think you're doing yourself extra by going nonstop and not taking a break. You're actually doing a disservice to yourself, to your family, to your business, and to your fucking bank account by thinking that you're doing more. You're actually doing less when you don't take this recovery time. You're making more money by taking time off. It sounds fucking nuts, but give it a shot. I guarantee you'll see a huge change. So here's the freak mode reflections for day number 20 on the recovery. Is the first reflection I want you to think about is, how did you make use of your recovery time? Write it down, reflect on it, talk about it. Then how did you feel during the recovery time? Like, what was going through your head? Did you feel guilty for taking the time off? Reflect on this stuff. You need to go deep in this. You need to get that shit out of your head. Brain dump what was going on during that recovery time. And reflection number 3 for recovery time is, what was the rest of your day like after the recovery time? Were you regenerated? Were you reset? Were you reinvigorated? Did you have that new energy, like it was a second day to your day? That's what you want to think about your day, like break it up in almost into 2 days. That's how I get twice as much done in a day than most of shit. I get 5 times more done in a day than most people. It's because of all things like this recovery time and all these other strategies and tactics that we're talking about, all the way up until this day number 20 on the Freak Mode Daily Discipline Habit Challenge. So reflect on this, get it done. This is a non-negotiable. Every one of these challenges is non-negotiable. And from this day forward, that means every day of this challenge and even beyond the challenge. Listen, once these 40 days are up, the work begins then. This 40 days is just the Kickstarter. The real work begins on day 41, when you continue these habits and figure out how to implement every single one of these habits into your daily life, especially this one. This goes on day 41. This goes on day 41 and every day after. So make it happen. It's a non-negotiable. Put it on your calendar. Let me know how it goes, and make sure you hit those reflections after you have your recovery time. And in case no one told you yet today, you are fucking awesome. No excuses.